Good morning to all of you. So today, this is the topic we are going to discussing. We will discuss these topics, that is electrical tachometers, stroboscope, and a non-contact type of tachometers. So here, after completion of this class, you can gain knowledge on some electrical tachometers, stroboscope, and a non-contact type of tachometers. So before that, we will revise the previous class. The previous class, we discussed about the laser Doppler anemometer and speed measurement devices in that mechanical type of tachometers. That laser Doppler anemometer here, helium neon laser beam is focused on the that is here before focusing on that pipe, that is pipe carrying fluid. So the beam splitter here we are arranging, and then focusing lens. The beam splitter, that laser beam splitting into two parts, and then it is focused at one point in a pipe carrying a fluid with the help of the focusing lens. And at the focal point, two parts of light that is crosses each other. At that particular point, what happens means, due to the frequency shift, that is when the fluid is flowing, it contains maybe the tiny particles or maybe the microparticles or the dust particles. So when the light strikes on that, there will be a frequency shift, or there will be a frequency shift takes place. Thereby, the light is scattered and it falls on the photo detector through a receiver. Then before that, here at the focal point, 2 points, that is it crosses two parts or crosses each other. Thereby what happens means interference fringe will take place. That means alternatively low intensity area and high intensity area. And then this dust particles at the high intensity will be, at that point the light will be scattered, and then it is received by a receiver, and then it sends to the photo detector. There photo detector converts into electrical signal. From that electrical signal is the input to the signal processing unit section. There the signal is processed, and then we can get the lastly in an recording or indicating or displaying device, the variable, that is the measure of a flow, that is the velocity of fluid flow in a transparent glass tube, right? That is the laser Doppler anemometer. That is, it mainly depends upon the Doppler effect. The principle, the principle depends on it is based. That means here the laser Doppler anemometer works on the principle of Doppler effect. The next we discussed about the speed measurement devices. So in that angular speed, that is the angular displacement with respect to time, that one we have to measure the speed of the rotation of a particular shaft with the help of the mechanical tachometers as well as electrical tachometers. In that mechanical tachometers, we discussed the revolution counter and timer, tachoscope, and hand indicator, and slipping clutch tachometer. So these are the four. Actually, another two or three vibrating reed tachometer is there, and centrifugal type tachometer is also there. But the four, that is enough. So here in the examination point of view, they ask that write and explain about the mechanical tachometers. Means you can write three or four. That's it. So here already you know that that is almost all are similar. All are similar. This tachometer, mechanical type of tachometers, all are similar. The revolution and counter timer, that means it consists of a spindle inside a worm gear, which is connected with a spur gear. There, from the spur gear, a pointer is moving on the dial frame. So here, when you bring the spindle nearer to the rotating shaft, whose speed has to be measured, Then automatically the spindle also rotates, thereby the worm gear rotates, which in turn rotates the spur gear, thereby the pointer moves on the dial frame, so it indicates the speed of the rotating shaft. So like that, all are same procedure. Of course, maybe a small variation. So in the next, today we are going to discussing about the electrical tachometer, stroboscope, and non-contact type of tachometers. Electrical tachometers. Here, electrical these tachometers, it mainly depends for its indication upon the electrical signals. Here, the electrical signal generated in proportion to the rotational speed of the shaft. It means the rotation of the speed of the shaft is proportional to the generation of the electrical signal, right? And it is depending upon the type of the transducer. Electrical tachometers have been constructed in variety of different designs. Of course, there are so many are there, but here we are discussing about only two, right? Two types of electrical tachometers we are discussing. Electrical tachometer, of course, maybe that correct. Electrical tachometers means here the output is electrical signal is generated, which is proportional to the speed of the shaft. And then here this is one of the drag cup tachometer, uh, and also we can also call it as a eddy current tachometer. You can call it as a drag cup tachometer or eddy current tachometer. Here, this is a rotating shaft. If you observe clearly, see here, this is a rotating shaft. This is a rotating shaft. At the end of the rotating shaft, here we are arranging a permanent magnet. This is a permanent magnet. This is a magnet. See here, this is a magnet. This is a permanent magnet. So here a drag cup. This is a drag cup. One is this is a steel cup. This is a steel cup. See here, if you have, this is a steel and this is aluminum cup. See here, this drag cup is very close to the magnet. Here, once the shaft rotates, the magnet also rotates. Why? Because at the end of the shaft, we are arranging a permanent magnet, which indicates north pole and the south pole. And then here on the drag cup, that is a steel cup and aluminum cup, which is very close to the magnet. Whenever the shaft rotates, the magnet also rotates. So here a drag cup is very close to the rotating magnet. Eddy current is induced in the drag cup, eddy current. So this eddy current produces torque that rotates the drag cup against the torque of the spiral spring. So here, once the eddy current when the from the magnet, here eddy current produces this eddy current in turn produces torque which rotates the drag cup, which is against the torque of this spiral spring. So here, what we have to understand, the drag cup turns in the direction of a rotating shaft or a rotating magnet. Are you understand? Here, the drag cup turns, this drag cup, this steel cup and aluminum cup, we can call it as a drag cup. What is the meaning of drag? Here, whenever a shaft is rotating, here we are arranging a magnet at the end. Here, the magnet also rotates along with the shaft. It will drags the cup. So that's why we can call it as a drag cup. So whenever the magnet rotates, the drag cup turns in the direction of a rotating magnetic field until until the torque developed, which is equal to the torque against the torque of the spiral spring. Till that it will drag. Whatever here, again I'm repeating, here at the end of the shaft, a magnet is arranged. So here a drag cup is there, steel cup and spiral, steel cup and aluminum cup, which is very close to the rotating magnet. Here eddy current is induced. This eddy current produces a torque that rotates the drag cup against the torque of the spiral spring. So here this drag cup turns in the direction. Which direction? it turns in the direction of the rotating magnetic field until torque developed, which is equal to that of the spiral spring. So here it is written clearly. Here the disk means here we can call as a drag cup. Here the disk we can also call as a drag cup. So this one we can call as also disk. The disk turns in the direction of the rotating magnetic field until the torque developed, which is equal to that of the spring. So then the pointer here, see if you observe clearly, then here, see here the pointer is there. This pointer, what happened means attached to the cup indicates the rotation speed on a calibrated scale. Means here the pointer moves so that wherever it stops stable, then it is nothing but the speed of the rotating shaft. This is electrical. Here, magnetic field due to the produced, that means that is eddy current. With the help of this current, it produces, that means torque, and thereby which in turn rotates the drag cup. So that drag cup rotate until the torque developed, which is equal to that of the spiral spring. So then we have to note down the reading. Next, here tacho generators. All of you know that tacho generators. Here in the drag cup, in the drag cup, what is the output here? Eddy current. So with the help of the eddy current, what happens that the drag cups rotates, which in turn in the same direction of the rotating magnetic field, rotating magnet. Here, this eddy current actually gives, that means it drags the whatever that drag cup, the cup, or it drags the disc. We can call it as a disc. This aluminum cup and steel cup we can call it as a disc. This whatever the eddy current induces, this eddy current rotates the disc along the direction of the rotating magnet. That means a torque developed. That is that torque developed, which is equal to that of the spiral spring. That means here the output in the drag up tachometer is current. That means electrical signal. So in these tacho generators, now we can call in these tacho generators. In the tacho generators, if you observe clearly, here this is also a magnet. Here a permanent magnet, and inside the core is there. Core. Here this is a core. This, see here, this is a core. And then this whatever the um, uh, that is that one we have to fix to the end of the shaft whose speed has to be measured. So this is a shaft. So here this is a shaft. This is a small is the shaft. So here this is a shaft. So this is a shaft. So here if you observe clearly, here coils wound around the core. And then here when the shaft rotates, what happens means this core will move. So this core will rotate. So here when the shaft, this is the shaft, when the shaft rotates automatically, whose speed has to be measured, then here the core is mounted or attached at the end of the rotating shaft, and then with the here the two coils wound around the core, and thereby we can get the output. That is here. This is a DC tachometer. See here, here whenever shaft rotate, automatically the core also rotate. So thereby what happens means here it cuts the magnetic flux. Thereby the DC voltage is produced. It cuts the magnetic field. Thereby the DC voltage is produced. This DC voltage is proportional to the speed of the rotating shaft. Here, what happens here? Here, when the shaft rotates, this core that is also moves. Thereby, the what happens means the magnetic field cuts. Here, this is moving, and this is fixed. This magnet is fixed. So what happens means the magnetic flux linkages cuts. Thereby, the induced voltage develops. That voltage is nothing but a DC voltage, which is proportional to the speed of the shaft. But in the say in the AC tachometer, If you observe clearly, same similarly here also, this is a shaft, and this is a here. This is a permanent magnet. Now this is the opposite reverse. Here now, at the end of the rotating shaft, here we arranged a magnet, but here we are arranging a core. But here the core is at here. This is fixed. Now this is fixed, and this is moving. And so here, see here the magnet. Here, same similarly, when the magnet rotates, it cuts the field, whatever the passes, the current passes in the coil. So it will cut. Thereby, what happens? We can so AC voltage develops. AC alternating current develops. Also, alternating current develops. So this voltage is proportional to the speed of the rotating shaft. So that means here these two both are quite opposite. AC means AC tachometer means here we are fixing at the end of the rotating shaft a magnet, but here we are fixing at the end of the rotating shaft a core with the coils wound around that core. See here in this, if you observe clear in the AC tach, see here and this AC tach, this is an, so that means in the AC tachometer AC voltage develops. In the DC tachometer, DC voltage develops. So this voltage, DC or maybe AC, is proportional to the speed of the shaft. Again, I'm repeating in DC tachometer. So the DC voltage signals generated, which is proportional to the speed of the rotating shaft. In AC tachometer, AC voltage signals generated. This is proportional to the speed of the rotating shaft. Simply, what we the principle of the electrical tacho, this tacho generator or the electrical tachometer, so that electrical signals generated is proportional to the rotational speed of the shaft. So remember this point. The principle of the electrical tachometer is uh, that means electrical signals generated is proportional to the rotational speed of the shaft. So that is the thing. Here DC current and AC current, right? So here actually, if you observe clear, this is the explanation, right? Uh, this is the explanation, right? And comes to the stroboscope. So any questions? Here another in the electrical tachometers, another tachometer is also there. Capacitor tachometer is there, and uh, photoelectric tachometer is also there. In electrical type of tachometers. Maybe if the time permits, we'll discuss at the end, right? Photoelectric tachometer. So anyway, I will discuss it, that the photoelectric tachometer and capacitor. So here in the photoelectric tachometer means photoelectric tachometer means here with the help of the light rays photo, with the help of the image or the radiations emitted from the particular body, that means light. So from that light we are generating that electrical signals, whereas in the capacitor, in the capacitance, same principle here also. The electrical signals are generator which is proportional to the speed of the rotating shaft. So anyway, we will discuss. It's very simple. It's very simple. I will discuss. So mechanical type of tachometers are four, and electrical type of tachometers four. So no problem. And next we will go for a stroboscope. So here in this stroboscope, this is all of you known very well. This is actually it is here with the help of the light. Of course, we can also call it as this is a non-contact type of sensor also. Non-contact type of speed measurement device. The next actually in the next one, non-contact type of tachometer, right? So here we can also call it as this stroboscope is a non-contact type of tachometer. So now here in this, if you observe clearly, it consists of a total, it consists of a lamp, that is a neon gas. Inside this box, see here inside this box, it contains a lamp. So that is nothing but a neon gas. So here there is a knob on the side of that one. This will adjust the frequency of this lamp, or otherwise it will adjust the frequency of the flashing light, light which is emitted from the lamp, right? And the other top, it is a calibrated one scale showing the frequency. It shows the frequency. Here it shows the frequency. So now here, if you observe clearly, here one mark is there. Here one mark. So here one mark. If you observe clearly, one mark. Here, that means a shaft is rotating. A shaft is there whose speed has to be measured. The other one end of the rotating shaft, here we are arranging a disc disc which is mounted on the rotating shaft, which is mounting on the shaft. So on the disc one mark is there, one mark. Here when the flashing light from the lamp will focuses on this particular mark, then see here, here when the shaft is rotating, the disc is also rotating. That means we have to adjust this knob in such a way that that a mark will appears at the same position on the disc, even though if it rotates, even though if it rotates. So up to that, we have to adjust the knob. That frequency you have to note down with the help of this reading. That is nothing but is which is proportional to the speed of the rotating shaft. So I will tell you one example. I will tell you one example. Right. So for example, in our household, the fan is there, right? So you are regular. See here, we have to go for five, right? Five mode, right? Here on here fan having three wings, right or wrong? Three wings. In the three wings, one of the wing, if you attach a radium sticker, a radium sticker, if you attach a radium sticker, if you attach a radium sticker, uh, if you attach, for example, you know that the fan is regulating with one first mode, second mode, third mode, fourth mode, fifth mode, like that, right? So when you regulate, so what happens means at second and third, this radium, so you have to off the light completely in the room. Then what happens means that this radium will some first in first mode it will revolves. When you go to the mode 5, that radium which is on the one of the wing, it appears at a stationary. It appears at a stationary. The radium light, even though the wing is rotating, it appears at a stationary. So I'll maybe perform experiment in your house. It appears at a stationary, even though it is rotating in the fifth mode, but the radium light that is emitting, it appear light emitting from the radiation sticker, that it appears at only from one point only. So like this, same similar here also same. When the flashing light, that means from the lamp, is focused on one point, that is a mark on the disc which is mounted on a rotating shaft, then by adjusting the knob, uh, so thereby the frequency of the flashing light changes, and then it focuses on the mark. Even though if it rotates, it will appears stationary. The mark appears stationary. Until that, we have to adjust the knob. So here that mark will appears bright. So until that, we have to adjust the knob, right? So then whatever the frequency you adjusted, that is proportional to the speed of your rotating shaft. So any questions? Any questions, Umar? And then all are there. So those who are present, just post yes sir in the chat box. Fast. Post a message yes sir in the chat box. Who are present? Only 5 members are there. Okay. So out of 71, Okay. See here, anybody is present? Post message. Right. Okay, and then next, see here, already I posted that in a WhatsApp group regarding the vaccination details, 850 rupees per head, right? So those who are interested, they can fill the Google form. If there is any questions regarding to that, you can ask. You can post in the chat box, or otherwise, I will unmute you. You can talk. So here, day by day, it's very difficult. So to protect ourselves, you have to go for vaccination. So better you are, for example, inform to your parents if your parents are willing to take vaccination also. That is also will encourage here in our college. So right. Hmm? So those who are interested. So on request, your parents side or maybe relatives or siblings, also you can give your names. Ima? So here and then I am observing the assignments. For example, out of 118 students are there 120. Only 60 50% are they're attempting the assignments. Right? This is not good. So all members compulsory 120 means 120 members they have to attempt the quiz. Of course, today I am not uploaded the assignment, but it will take some time. But some error is going occurring, so it is not working properly. Whenever I will upload, I will intimate to you through WhatsApp group. The next we'll go for non-contact type of sensors. Non-contact type of type. This is the explanation for this one, right? And then this non-contact type of tachometer. This stroboscope is also a non-contact type of tachometer, right? Here in this, if you observe clearly, here this is a shaft. So here this is a shaft, and then here a toothed wheel is mounted on the rotating shaft. Toothed wheel. This is a toothed wheel at the end of a shaft. Here we are mounting a metallic toothed wheel. Metallic toothed wheel. This is a metallic toothed wheel mounting on a rotating shaft. And then this is the total entire setup is the non-contact type of tachometer. Non-contact type of tachometer. So in this non-contact type of tachometer, a permanent magnet is there. A permanent magnet. In the permanent magnet, it is wound around the permanent magnet. A coil is wound around on the permanent magnet. This is the coil. And then when this one it brings nearer to the toothed wheel, which is mounted on a rotating shaft, whose speed has to be measured. So this one we have to bring nearer to the toothed wheel, metallic toothed wheel, which is mounted on the shaft. So when the shaft rotates, this toothed wheel also rotates. There, what happens means here it will cut the magnetic flux linkages, thereby the pulses produced, and it is the amplifier in the amplifier. That means this signal is this amplifier converting into this type of signal, and then we can get the frequency meter. In the frequency meter, which is they can go for the frequency which is proportional to the speed of a rotating shaft. See here in this speed of the shaft, n in terms of rpm, that is the number of pulses per second, which is counted by a counter here, pulses per second, and the number of teeth on the wheel. So with the help of this formula, we can find out, we can also find out the speed of the shaft, and it measures 3 million RPM. That means very high speed rotating shaft. With the help of this, we can measure very high speed. high speed measurement. With the help of this, we can measure very high speed. And then, so again, I'm repeating. See here, in this, we are mounting a metallic toothed wheel on the shaft at one end, and then this whatever the permanent magnet, the coil is wound around on the permanent magnet. We have to brought nearer to the metallic toothed wheel, and then thereby the shaft rotates automatically. This toothed wheel also rotates. Thereby what happens means the magnetic flux linkages developed cuts by this toothed wheel. Thereby the pulses produced, induced pulses. That is nothing but electrical signals. These pulses is sent to the amplifier. There the signal, we can get the signal, the desired signal. That means the signal gets strengthened, and then it sends to the frequency meter there, which is we can get the parameter. That parameter which is proportional to the speed of a rotating shaft. In other words, we can also find out the speed of the shaft is nothing but number of pulses per second, number of pulses developed per second divided by number of the teeth on the toothed wheel. So that means it measures up to 3 million RPM. Speed is up to 3 million RPM. Right. Then here one thing I understand. Any questions from your side? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? We'll, can go for the next class. Come with preparation, right? The next class we'll discuss about one that is the capacitor tachometer and photoelectric tachometer, right? So that is electrical two types. Then the unit ends, and then we'll go for a summary of the total complete unit 3. So we have to come with the preparation for complete unit 3, and maybe today or tomorrow I will send the total entire unit 3 document. So here in each PPT, I written the explanation also clearly. I written the explanation also clearly. So you please go through that so that you can understand. If there is any questions, you can contact me personally also. So I will respond at any time. So you can go through it, right? So already unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, 3 units completed, and next week we will go for one class for summary of complete of unit 3. Then we will go for unit 4. So now see here, all of you don't waste your time in this pandemic situation, COVID pandemic situation. So why? Because see here, once the time is there, means we have to utilize it. Thereby, you have to enhance wherever you are in weak. You have to improve yourself. It's very important. And then you have to practice for an about of 20 to 30 minutes of yoga pranayama also. So thereby your immune system will develop much more. So these was here in the daily life. You can go for a plan to do all the things step by step. In the morning, early morning, I have to wake up. Then I have to do this work, and the next I have to do this work. Like that, you have to make a plan, and then don't be lazy. నేను మీకు చెప్పే అడ్వైజ్ ఏంటంటే ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ ఏ సజెషన్ టు యూ. సో డోంట్ బీ లేజీ. బద్ధకంగా తయారు కావాలి. డోంట్ బీ లేజీ. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే చాలా లేజినెస్ ఎక్కువైపోతుంది. ఆ లేజినెస్ అంటే సో ఇంత అసలు లేజినెస్ అనేది కరెక్ట్. మళ్ళీ లేజినెస్, రిమెంబర్ దిస్ పాయింట్, లేజినెస్ ఆల్వేస్ కొలాప్సింగ్ యువర్ లైఫ్, డెస్ట్రాయింగ్ యువర్ లైఫ్. ఏదో కాలేజీ ఉంటే ఆ టయానికి వస్తారు, పరిగెత్తుకుంటూ వస్తారు, కూర్చుంటారు, ఏదో వింటారు. సో ఓకే రైట్. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఇంట్లో ఉండేసరికి వెన్ ఎవర్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్ హోమ్, ద లేజినెస్ ఆటోమేటిక్లీ డెవలప్స్. సో దట్ షుడ్ నాట్ బి లైక్ దట్. అసలు ఉండకూడదు లేజినెస్ అనేది. ఇంకా యూ కెన్ గెట్ మోర్ టైమ్. ఈ మోర్ టైంలో వాట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ మీన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఇంప్రూవ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ వేర్ ఎవర్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్ వీక్. So attendance kuda, so some of the members are very less. You have to come compulsory to the online classes. Here the online classes arranged for you. So you have to concentrate. What I observed, some of the members they are not listening what the lecture said. Simply they are in the Zoom app. They are on the. They are coming to the online class and then they are doing their works. ఏం వర్క్స్ ఉంటాయి నాకైతే అర్థం కాదు. యువర్ వర్క్ ఈజ్ టు స్టడీ. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఓన్లీ వర్క్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ. చదువుకోవడమే మీ పని, చదువుకోవడమే అంతే, వేరే పని లేదు ఇక్కడ. టీవీలు చూడడము, సెల్ ఫోన్లు చూడడము తగ్గించేసేయండి. సెల్ ఫోన్లో ఆడుకోవడం. సో కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ యువర్ స్టడీస్. వన్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ ఆన్ యువర్ స్టడీస్, యువర్ లైఫ్ విల్ బి బ్యూటిఫుల్. సో యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఏ బ్రైట్ కెరియర్. అంతేగాని ఎప్పుడైతే థింక్ వన్ సెకండ్, వెన్ ఎవర్ ద లేజినెస్ డెవలప్స్ ఇట్ విల్ డెస్ట్రాయ్ యూ. అంటే యు ఆర్ యు ఆర్ ద లూజర్. యు ఆర్ ద లూజర్. సింప్లీ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్ దట్ యు ఆర్ ద లూజర్. ఇక్కడ ఒక టైమ్ పెట్టుకోండమ్మా, టైమ్ షెడ్యూల్. అకార్డింగ్ టు దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఆల్ ద థింగ్స్ ఇన్ ఎ డే. అదొక డైలీ యాక్టివిటీగా కావాలి. ఏదో బద్ధకంగా ఉండి ఏదో ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసులు ఏదో ఆన్లైన్లో మీటింగ్లు ఉండి ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్లో కొంతమంది ఎనరు. సో సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద మెంబర్స్ దే ఆర్ నాట్ లిసనింగ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ నాట్ గుడ్. సో ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్? Any questions of today's topic? Any questions of today's topic? So today we discussed what we discussed. We discussed about electrical tachometers, that is DC tacho generator, AC tacho generator, and a drag cup generator. In the drag cup tachometer, here what happens is a shaft. At the end of the shaft, we are arranging a magnet. When the shaft rotates, this magnet is also rotates. There, a cup or a disc, steel cup and aluminum cup, which is nearer to the magnet. So here, when the magnet rotates, automatically what happens means eddy current induced in that. This eddy current produces the torque to drag the cup, until the torque against the, which is equal to the spiral spring. And then so with the help of the pointer which moves on the diaphragm, it reaches the speed of the shaft. And then next to DC tacho generator and AC tacho generator. In the DC tacho generator here, that means a core which is attached, is mounted on the rotating shaft, and the coil wound around on that. Here when it rotates, automatically the magnetic flux cuts, thereby the DC voltage develops. So quite in the AC tacho generator is quietly opposite. A magnet is attached there, and a core is around that one, and that coils wound around that core, and thereby from that AC voltage develops. And then stroboscope. In that stroboscope, here the lamp is falling on the disc which is mounted on a rotating shaft. We have to adjust the knob such a way that the mark on the disc will have to appear at the same position. So at that, and that particular we can note down that scale frequency which is reads on the scale. So that is proportional to the rotating shaft. It is the non-contact type of tachometer. Here a toothed wheel having teeth which is mounted on a rotating shaft, and a permanent magnet coil which is wound around that. We have to bring nearer to the rotating toothed wheel. Then automatically it cuts the magnetic flux linkages, thereby the induced pulses develops. This induced pulses we have to send to the amplifier to amplify the signal. That means to strengthen the signal, and then it will indicates the frequency meter which is proportional to the speed of a rotating shaft. So now respond the attendance one by one. Respond attendance one by one. Right, 18th batch 320. Right, 381. 381. 381. Okay. 1, regular 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, right. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. 7. Okay. 9. 10. 10. I'm asking about 10. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, right, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, right, 20, 21, 22, 22, 21, 22, 21, 22, 21 option, 22, 23, 24, oh correct, 25, okay, 26, 27, 28, right, 29, 30, 31, 32, 31, 32 option, 31 present, okay, 32 option, 34, 35, 35, 36, okay, 37, okay, 38, 39, 40, 41, 43, 43, right, 44, okay, 45, 45, 43, okay, 43, okay, right, 45, 45 option, 46, 47 present, 47 present, 48, 45 present, correct, 48, 48, 48, right, 49 present, okay, 50, 51, 51, 52, 53, 53 option, 54 present, 55, 56, 56, 56 amma, 57, 57, 58, 59, 60, right, okay, 61, right, lateral entry 1, 2, 3, 3, lateral entry 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, lateral entry 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 13, 14, right, 15, 16, 16, lateral to 16, option 17, 18, 19, right, 20, 20, lateral to 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, I'm asking about 24, 25, 26, 26, 27, 28, 28, 28 option, all right, 29%, 30, 31, 29, okay, 30 option, 30 option, 31 option, 32 present, 33 present, 34, 35, 36, 37, 37, 37 option, 38, 38, 39, 38, okay, present. 39, 40, 40, 41, 42, 43, 43. I'm asking about 43. 44, 43 absent. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 47 absent. 49 present, 48 present, 50, 51, 52, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 56, 56, 56 option, 57, okay, 58, okay, right. Here the absent is uh, 18th batch section 1, 18th batch 81, and 136, 136, 11, 13, 14, 18, 133 also present, right? 3 is present, right? Right. Sure, now I am reading one section here, 1, 6, 11, 13, 14, 18, 21, 22, 24, 32, 35, 38, 48, 53, 56, 59. The section A. On section B, 7, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30, 31, 37, 43, 20 lateral representative. Okay. 30, 31, 37, 43, 47, 52, 56. 36 lateral represent. Okay, I already given. And 20 lateral represent. Okay, right. 304 present. Right. Okay. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to all of you.